Chapter 1. Breakfast for a King.
Master Mouse! Master Mouse!
What?
Good morning, Master Mouse. It's time for your breakfast. You'll be late for school, Master Mouse.
Mouse felt good that day. His futon also felt unusually comfortable that morning. He felt as if he were lying on a bed of clouds in the sky.
Master Mouse, it's time to get up.
The voice which was speaking to him was not the voice of his mother he normally heard every morning.
Who are you?
Mouse asked.
Have you forgotten my voice, sir?
Mouse slowly opened his eyes.
Ah!
Mouse screamed. It was an old man he had never seen before in his life.
What's wrong? Why are you sweating so? You haven't had a bad dream, have you? And I know you haven't wet your bed again, have you? You know how angry your mother becomes when you do that.
Mouse did not understand what was happening. He looked around his room. His room was now beautiful.
Mr. Mouse, here is your breakfast.
Fat Woman brought in his breakfast on a tray. And she placed the tray on his bed.
Wow.
It was such a magnificent breakfast that he could barely eat everything. He then noticed the silver spoon on the tray. It was the same silver spoon that he had stolen from that building yesterday. Mouse picked up the spoon and stared at it.
May I ask you something?
Yes?
The old man replied with a puzzled expression on his face.
Is this my room?
Yes?
Where's my mother?
What are you talking about? You should know that your mother just left for Europe last week.
Mouse's heart began to beat with excitement. Chapter 2. You are wrong.
Am I rich?
Of course.
Are my ears big?
Huh? They don't seem to be unusually large today.
Don't people tease me all the time?
Who has been teasing you, sir?
Mouse became more and more excited.
Wow! I've done it! I've done it! I've done it! I've done it!
Mouse was so excited that he jumped up and down on his bed with the silver spoon high in his right hand.
Master Mouse, be careful. You're going to hurt yourself.
I've done it! And it's not a dream. The story about the silver spoon was true. I've done it!
Master
I've done
Mouse,
it! I've
please
done
stop
it!
jumping
I've
around
done it!
like that.
Shut up! I'm rich, and no one is ever going to make fun of me again. I've done it!
In
I've
his
done
excitement,
it! I've done it!
Mouse
I've
threw
done
the
it!
silver
I've
spoon
done it!
up in
I've
the
done
air
it!
again
I've done
and
it!
again.
I've done it! 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 I've done it!
You
I've done it! I've done it! I've done it!
Suddenly, an unfamiliar voice rang out.
Huh?
Mouse looked up. At that moment, the silver spoon in his right hand began to grow larger and larger.
Oh my God!
Mouse screamed out in shock. The silver spoon grew larger and larger until it was actually larger than Mouse himself. Finally, Mouse was pressed under the huge spoon.
Help! Someone help me!
Mouse screamed.
Help!
Mouse kept screaming from his dirty futon.
Help!
At that moment, Mouse opened his eyes. He was in the futon with which he had grown up. Mouse had finally returned to reality.
It was only a dream.
Mouse suddenly relaxed. But something brushed against his back. Mouse turned around to see what had touched him. It was the giant silver spoon Mouse had just seen in his dream.
Ah!
Chapter 3. These can't be my ears.
Ah!
Mouse jumped out of his futon, terrified.
Help! Somebody! Help! Help me! Help me, please!
Holding his
Help!
head up, Mouse ran
Help!
out of the room.
Help! Somebody! Help! Help!
The large silver spoon followed him as he ran.
Help! 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 Somebody! Help! Help me! Help me, please! Help!
Mouse finally sat holding his head between his hands.
Please, return to your original size. I promise never again to speak of living the life of a king. I'll be satisfied with the life I live now. I'll be happy being poor, having big ears, and even being teased by the people around me. Just leave me alone and become small once again.
Mouse did not move. After a few moments, Mouse lifted his head. There was a mirror in front of him. This was the first time Mouse had looked at himself in a mirror that morning.
Ah!
Mouse could not believe the reflection which confronted him in the mirror. His ears had become even larger than before, and they were now bright pink in color. And as for the large silver spoon, it was connected to his body in the form of a tail. Without question, Mouse had become a mouse.
This can't be.
Mouse exclaimed in disbelief.
This just cannot be. This isn't me. No, it's not true.
Mouse began to pull on his ears.
These can't be my ears.
He began tugging on his newly acquired tail.
I am not a mouse. There is no way.
Why are you yelling? Did you just get up?
Mother!
He then grabbed his school uniform and jumped out of his room window into the garden.
This can't be happening to me. It's not true.
Mouse changed hastily into his school uniform in the garden. He stuffed his silver spoon tail into one of the legs of his trousers and his large pink ears deep within his school cap. He then looked for his shoes.
Oh, God, no!
He found his sneakers hanging where his mother had put them to dry after washing them.
Where are you?
He could hear his mother calling from inside his room.
Mother.
Mouse called as tears rolled down his cheeks. He took the sneakers in his hand and ran out of the garden. Chapter 4. The Sky That Wouldn't Answer. Crying all along, Mouse ran and ran. He kept running as if to escape himself.
I can't let my mother see me like this. I can't go home, and I can't even go to school.
Mouse's tears would not stop.
I give up. I've become a mouse.
So many sad memories surround me.
I've become a poor, small mouse with big ears.
Happiness and joyous laughter could be mine if you were here. Why did you leave me? We could share a life together. Wish I hold on to you someday.
Everyone has always called me Mouse, and now I have become one.
Everything I've done for you is all in vain. We'll never love you no more.
Mouse came to a riverbank.
There's no reason for me to go on living.
Mouse turned and began moving toward the river.
You are making a mistake.
That unfamiliar voice from his dream rang out.
Who is it?
Mouse replied, looking to the sky.
Why am I making a mistake? Tell me, why? What is wrong with me?
There was no reply from the blue sky.
I'd rather be dead!
Mouse again began walking towards the river.
Ah!
Mouse looked down at the ground and suddenly realized that he was no longer on the riverbank. Without realizing it, everything around him had changed. He was now standing at the edge of a train platform, about to fall over the edge. Mouse then caught sight of a train making its way towards the platform on which he was standing. The train came to a stop at the platform.
You must get on this train.
Huh?
Do you want me to tell you why you are wrong?
Doors of the train opened.
Well, don't just stand there. Get on.
Mouse did as he was told and boarded the train. The doors closed behind him, and once again the train began to ride down the tracks. Mouse did not even know the destination of the train. Suddenly, the train leaped into the sky.
Take a run as left into my heart. Dark and stormy weather gathers around me. I feel frightened, just wanna be quiet. Holding back the tears and fear inside me. Beyond the barrier I find happiness, and I will fly into the skies of blue. Happiness, easy to set me, didn't be any stronger. Presently is all I'm gonna need. There is someone always waiting for me. I believe. And brighter land is waiting right next to me. Say everyone's got a big heartache. Tell me how much can you take all this loneliness? I know all my trouble wouldn't change a thing. Feeling helpless, what